Hey, in this video, I'm showing you how to do a mohawk, a sparkle mohawk with a little bang. It's so cute. It's giving 70s, 80s. I started off with blow-dried hair. I had already sectioned it in half, and now I am starting the one side. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm posting. I'm trying to post every week. So with this hairstyle, I did not have a design in my head. I literally freestyled one side and then copied the other side. I was literally just all over the map. I know I wanted to do something like this picture as far as like the crisscross, so I'll show you guys right here. So I tried to incorporate this to best of my abilities for this hairstyle, but I got a feeling I'm going to try to recreate the hairstyle. That is not my work. It was just great inspiration, and I think I'm going to try it on some Fulani braids. But that is kind of like one of the inspirations of something I was trying to do with this mohawk. This hairstyle probably took about 2 hours with filming, so it probably would have took an hour and a half, give or take. As I'm doing this hairstyle, I am using the Pure Neat braid. You know, that's my favorite. I love that braiding gel. Everything that I'm using in this video will be in the description box below. This style should last about 2 weeks. I did not add extensions in the hair, only at the top where the bang is. But as far as the braids on the scalp, I did not add any extensions. I added all those extensions towards the ends of the braid just for length and just to put the little sparkles in it. It wasn't really, I didn't plan on her wearing this hairstyle for more than 2 weeks, but you can stretch it to 3 long as you're maintaining it, wearing a shower cap when bathing or showering, and wearing a scarf every day at night. My daughter doesn't do it every day at night, so I know this will only last about 2 weeks. And if I really stretch it, it'll last 2.5 weeks. But yeah, and it was just something cute, simple, and easy. You can literally create whatever design you want to create to do this mohawk. I just love the bang on this hairstyle because I've been seeing it a little bit on the TikTok-y. So I was like, let me do it. And it reminded me of like Crooklyn, like 80s. It was giving 70s, 80s vibes. So something I know my mom would have put in my hair, and my daughter let me just do what I wanted to do. So I was grateful she was able to just let me do what I wanted to do, because it's so much fun when I do designs that I haven't done before, and her let me do it just, just made me so happy. So yeah, as you can see right here, I have done the crisscross braid, and I'm just doing that, and then you're just going to see me do all different types of things to create some type of design. I'll come back on here and tell you guys how I added the extensions into the ends of our hair. I also want to say you do not have to do identical design. You can literally do one design on one side and another design on the other when doing a mohawk style. That gives it a little bit of flavor and just something different and unique. I'll probably do another mohawk with her complete natural hair with some twists later on throughout this year. You guys be on the lookout for that, because I will be recording and doing a video on that, and I probably won't make it identical on each side. But yeah, this was cute because she's going swimming, and I just wanted it to last a little longer than what it normally would last if I did like her natural hair with 2-strand twists down the middle. Because my daughter hair is really thick, at least to me, I just added in little bitty pieces to each braid. And yeah, I didn't feel the need to use any extensions throughout the cornrow. You see, you don't have to do that if you don't want. You can literally just add it towards the ends. Some people think, oh, I can't do extensions because they can't braid on the scalp. You don't have to do that. You can literally do it this way. And I really want to show you guys how to do it. You literally just feed it in like you would a knotless braid or just like anything else. It's really not difficult at all. And you just braid it all the way down. The hair tinsels, I did blend those in, and she did pick the kind that she want. I got the hair tinsels in my local beauty supply, but I will have a link through Amazon where you can order it. I honestly think it'll be a lot cheaper, and you'll get a lot more, I guess, more bang for your buck. So yeah, and you just see me right here, just adding in more hair just on each braid. That's to get the length and have the hair tinsels and things like that. I also want to add that some extensions, I believe it's Free Trust brand, does have hair tinsels in their extensions. It depends on the beauty supply or the place that you order it. I'm sure you can most likely find it on Amazon. And yeah, if you guys want to see how I prep this hair with the hair tinsels, please let me know. I am using my braiding rack to have all of these extensions on, so that's already prepped and ready, so I don't have to pull one at a time from a bundle. I can literally just grab from my braiding rack. So you definitely want to have a braiding rack to the side so it'll go a lot quicker, and you just prep it right before you do the hairstyle or right before you are adding this part in. And you see right here, I am adding a knot because we are curling. The good thing about these hair tinsels is they do curl. Some don't curl as tight, but as long as you boil the hot water and dip it and set it, you should be fine. And then you clip off anything that's not needed. Now you see I'm doing the bang. I didn't want to show you guys a whole bunch of repetitive motion of me adding in extensions onto those braids behind, but you see with me doing this bang, I am adding in extensions. I am adding in because I want the braid that's going to be falling on her forehead to have some type of volume. I didn't want it to be like a really flimsy looking, not to say her hair would be flimsy, but I just wanted it to be more stiff and stuck in one place. Even though the way that I'm braiding it, it can happen either way, but I just wanted it to be a firm braid, not like a life support braid just hanging on for dear life. And yeah, and as you can see, I'm just making sure I am cleaning up these parts and getting a section ready to cross over and go around. I do want to say that this is my first time doing something like this. I was really getting tired of doing the same old, so I was like, how can I make this mohawk different? I actually think I want to do this bang again, but I want to do it on a braided ponytail. So also be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I just really wanted to do this type of bang, just a little bang, nothing big. And I just thought it was just going to look so fire. You know what I'm saying? I am going to use her assistance to help me place it in place so I won't pull against too much. But this is just to hold it to where I want it to fall. And you see me braid enough to get around so I could turn it around and put it more going back towards her mohawk. And yeah, she just held it in place nice and firm for me as I braid it. And you want to make sure you're not braiding tight. Be mindful of that. And I'm just braiding it all the way back. And that's pretty much how I did this first braid. As I was doing it, I was like, man, I could have crossed it over and it would have been a heart. So that's something that I'll probably do next time. But yeah, I think it turned out really cute. You see a little sparkle in the braid. And I'm just checking it because, again, this is my first time and I'm trying something new. I did not finish the braid all the way down, but you guys know how to do that because I just showed you guys. And now you see I'm just feeding in here. I'm adding little by little for this bang. You don't want to add thick pieces when doing any type of feed-in braids because you don't want thick parts throughout the braid, especially in the beginning. As you go through the braid, you can add in a little bit more thicker parts, but you definitely want to start off with small pieces if you're going to be feeding it in right away. And I'm just braiding it, and I already have this section ready for me to turn. I am going to be using her assistance again once I've braided so far down to hold in place. If you are wondering how many pieces I added or anything like that, I simply just went by the thickness that I was looking for each braid. Of course, the thickness of this bang is matching the back of her mohawk, basically the thicker part of her hair that you guys see me braid down. It matches that, and I'm just feeling for it based upon the density of her hair and the extension. So you want to be mindful of that when doing your client's hair. Some people think, oh, just feed it in right away. No, you really want to go by your client's hair, because sometimes you can get a client's hair that's really thick in this part and you don't need extensions, or you don't need to add a lot, and you just do it in that way. But you see, I'm using her hand, and you want to keep measuring it, if you will, before you go ahead and do that turn. You're probably wondering, why is it bunched? Because I know once you release it, it's going to loosen up. And you want to just make sure you're braiding it nice and gentle. And you see, I'm just like pulling against it to make sure it's all the same. And then I just asked her to hold it in place just to make sure that I don't, mess up. Even if I did mess up, I have to do it over. It's fine. It's trial and error. But I actually got it on the first try, and I was really proud of myself. But yeah, this is pretty much how you do it. It turned out really cute. I love it. Now you see me adding in the hair to finish out the braid. Nah, I didn't leave y'all hanging, but I basically did the same thing I did in the back, but I wanted to show you guys just how I continued the braid, so you guys can be aware of that and know that it is not hard. It is just as easy as I did the back. Keep in mind, when you are feeding in from the top of the hair, you want to make sure that you feed in so you can at least get close enough to the length where everything's falling in the same length. It don't have to be all the way to the bottom part, but you want it to look like it's kind of like in the same length department, if you will. You can make it come up just a little, kind of like a layered look you can do, or you can make it all the same length as the other braids. It's really up to you. I tried to stay in the same ballpark as the other ones. Some of them is kind of getting that little layer. I wish I would have layered it actually more, whereas I went up each cornrow, it's like getting more and more layered. But either way, it looks cute. Make sure you oil your client's scalp. I like to glob it so it'll last a while on her scalp before I oil it again. And I'm just using Blue Magic. Again, everything that I used is in the description box below. Now that I have rolled everything up and the water is ready, the boiling hot water, again, you use this with caution. You should not be doing this if you're a child. You should definitely have a towel if you are doing this for the first time. It is extremely hot. You want to make sure you protect yourself and your client. But yeah, you see me right here just unrolling it. I oiled her scalp after I rolled it simply because I was waiting for my kettle to get done boiling. And then I just want, because I want to keep moving. And when you do hair, you want to make sure you just keep moving and having things to do. So me only her scalp was one of the things. Now you see I'm unraveling. I'm going to start trimming up these braids, but it turned out really cute. You don't have to let the rod sit on there, because once you put it in water, it basically does what it needs to do. And then you can just undo it right away and take the rollers out. And it doesn't matter if you use perm rods or flexi rods, it'll still come out looking just as cute. But you see, I'm just trimming off anything that's just looking wonky. Then I spray it down with some oil sheen just to give it a little shine. And yeah, here's the finished product. I hope you like it. It turned out really cute. I feel like this is super cute and different and new. If you want some more ideas, here's my playlist. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye.